Hey everybody, this is Seizures Palace, and today we're going to be talking about a brand new free plugin by SOUNDTOYS called Little Plate. Let's check it out. It's up this way. We got three main parameters on it. We're going to first, before we dive into it, check out a vocal part that I have here with and without the effect. So first, without.
I gotta feed my soul, and I'm not feeling sorry. I'm tired of feeling low, and I'm not feeling sorry.
And here's with.
I gotta feed my soul, and I'm not feeling sorry. I'm tired of feeling low, and I'm not feeling sorry.
Okay, so you can hear that it is adding some great atmosphere to the vocal part. Let's start to dissect the plugin a little bit and talk about the different parameters that are included. And there's not many, it's relatively simple. And again, that probably lends itself to the name Little Plate. It's got a little amount of functionality, and it's very simple for whether you're a beginner or a pro. Doesn't really matter. It sounds fantastic. So the big knob here is your decay time in seconds, 1 being 1 second, 2 being 2 seconds, so on and so forth. And as you get up into the red, you're getting a little bit more extreme, or you could say creative or artistic, with your use of that reverb. So we can listen 1 second would sound something like this.
I gotta feed my soul.
4 seconds.
I gotta feed my soul.
And let's go 16.
I gotta feed my soul, and I'm not feeling sorry.
Big sounding reverb. So relatively simple in terms of the decay knob. Next, we have a little mix knob that can be set dry all the way over to wet. And I'd recommend setting it all the way wet and then applying it through parallel processing. In other words, send it to a return track or set up a group so that you can blend the clean signal with the processed signal. So you listen to the clean signal, you set it in your mix properly, and then you blend in that reverb so it's just sort of tickling into the mix and adding that atmosphere that you're looking for. It also has a low cut knob to help sweep out some of those unnecessary low frequencies from your reverb. I say unnecessary because of the science behind reverb. If you think about the way it works, let's say we're talking about a human voice, it's reflecting off of all these different surfaces, and then we're hearing that reflection afterwards. But if you think about the proximity effect, if someone is standing right close to you and they have a deep voice, you'll feel the warmth and the bass of their voice. But if that voice is being reflected millions of times over off of different surfaces all around, you're not going to be able to have that same bass response, or basically the bass frequencies aren't going to bounce off of the surfaces as easily as the higher pitch frequencies. So it makes more sense if you're going for a more natural reverb to sweep out some of those lows. And again, that's to taste. Mod is tricky to hear. I'm going to play a 2-second reverb with and without the mod. And if you can't hear it, I'll still explain what's going on. So here's without the mod.
I gotta feed my soul, and I'm not feeling sorry.
And here's with the mod.
I gotta feed my soul, and I'm not feeling sorry.
So what's the difference? Basically, when mod is turned on, it's going to create little natural variations to the tail of the reverb, giving it a more natural sort of feel. So I recommend maybe trying to leave that on, especially if you're going for more acoustic genres. If you're going for a more digital sound, though, feel free to turn it off and have your reverb a little bit more steady and consistent that way. So we talked about the decay knob, the mix, the low cut, and the mod. That's it. In terms of parameters, it's just those 4. If we take a look up over here to our presets, there's some basic presets, something for drums, something for vocals, and something for extreme applications. You can also create your own user presets as well, and I highly recommend doing that if you want to add a little bit of your own personal taste to these different parts that you're applying the plate reverb to. In fact, I challenge/recommend that in the comments below, you give a link to a tutorial video that uses this particular plugin for different applications other than vocals. Try applying it to drums and talk about your experience with that. Again, it's totally free. It's a really fantastic plugin by SOUNDTOYS. I highly recommend that you download this. It was super easy and quick to download. Go to Google, type in Little Plate, SOUNDTOYS, boom, there it is. It can install to PC or to Mac. If you are a Mac user and you're using Ableton, just keep in mind it won't show up underneath VST. From what I understand, it just shows up under audio units, or at least when I did the basic install, that was the case for my computer. Yeah, and feel free to write some comments, like, comment, subscribe, I should say. There's going to be a couple other videos coming out soon on my channel about some other free plugins, so stay posted for those. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go out, make some music, and make sure you're using Little Plate by SOUNDTOYS because it is badass. See you next time.